Here we are on the other side of the patch, part 18. I've decided I'm going to continue on for a little bit. I did read somewhere that there's a warning that maybe the games can get a bit freaky with this new patch in. I think this area down here is some of the new area, but we'll kind of go through some of the things. The reason I want to continue actually is because anyone who is still following this at part 18 will know what a complete trauma I've managed to create as I've been going along. But we've actually got ourselves in quite a nice little position-ish here, particularly if you look there at the military. You know, we've built up some big domains and some big vassals, or sort of big levies for vassals, so it will be a bit stupid to sort of jack it in now. The only issue really is whether we're going to go kind of down this way or up that way. We can't go that way because that's the Holy Roman Empire, so yeah, it's tricky to know what we're going to do there. Sorry, I keep breathing into the microphone. But in the intervening time, let's have a quick butchers at kind of where we are, and also to see if we can just have a look at some of the new things that are on this patch, even though I haven't really looked into it. I think most of the stuff is to do with the DLC, which is the extra downloadable content to play the Muslim, which I haven't bought yet. Probably will at some point. Seems from the forums that the Muslims are immensely overpowered now, so maybe there'll be some adjustments to that, so I'm going to hold off buying all that stuff. Interestingly as well, I'm going to have to attack the Muslims in here, and it might go terribly wrong after the post patch. So anyway, we'll see how we go. The first thing I guess to look at is, I mean, there's some cosmetic stuff that they've done. The reason I've just paused is because that wasn't my flag. That wasn't my flag. Flag was nothing like that. Well, it might have been a bit like that, but it wasn't quite like that. But I'm guessing I'm still playing as him, so I suppose that's okay. House de Salerno, Duchy of Salerno. It's all very bizarre. Has that kind of reset itself? Anyway, so that's the first thing I've just noticed. I'm sure that wasn't my flag. Second thing is they've put some colour coding in here. It's all very nice, I suppose. I guess it's all there. I mean, it's pretty. They seem to have done. I don't know if that has made these icons change. Not entirely sure. The other thing as well is they've got this thing, the combat modifier. Seems to be there's certain influences for certain of these thingies. I'm not sure if that was there before, or whether, I mean, I know that shield wasn't there before. I don't know whether they've changed combat. It does say in the patch that they have, that there's been a significant modification on combat, so that's something to look at. Sorry if that was a bit loud, sorry. We have, where we are anyway, we're still with Salerno. Yeah, the other thing actually, you've got titles can be created. Now last time I had the titular title of King of Naples I could create, but that seems to have now disappeared. I didn't create it, and I don't appear to now be able to create it, which is all a bit bizarre. So, anyway, we know that we can do the Duchy of Capua title, but I don't want to. The reason I don't want to is I'm going to get dukedoms. I'll have too many dukedoms. So, and I'll get penalties for that. Sorry, let me finish a bloody sentence for once. So the next thing to look at is this guy here. We, as you know, we did fight a war over there. We can now try and take the second part of this, but to do that, just have a look at that. To do that, I'll have to set up a duke title, which, yeah, possibly might do. So this guy is our current count, but we could set up the duke. We could create the usurp. Sorry, we could usurp the duke title, and then we could press a de jure claim over there. Not sure if that's what we want to necessarily do at the moment. I have no ambitions. The vassal levies are raised too long, but that's because we just finished a big battle down here, which went horribly wrong for us. so that's fine. We have unlanded sons, which is giving us a penalty. Again, I don't intend to land them, although I can now start getting these people married. Well, let's do that first before anything else. So let's arrange a marriage here. We have this issue again. Sorry to flick about. We have our oldest son, who's our current heir, who has pretty poor. I mean, if you look at his defense morale is minus 20% because he's craven, which makes him he's a coward. So he's a coward. He's a hunchback, and we can't actually marry him ourselves to anyone because because we've sent him off to Napoli, which is clever. So the one way we could try and do it is assassinate him, but that's not gonna help us too much. But what we need to do really is have a look at who else we've got here who might be useful. Now this guy, his stats, I mean his stats are not particularly stunning either, are they? So his stats are not good. Whereas his stats, or at least his stewardship stats, are pretty good, and I think he should be the elected leader, possibly. So, anyway, let's marry this guy because it's important, and I want to get our stats right up with him. So, I'm not looking for alliances, I'm looking mostly for, as I usually do for that. We will have a quick look at some of these traits. We don't want chaste though, because we want some daughters. We want them youngish. We don't want zealous particularly. Ambitious maybe. Arbitrary, no. I mean, we want them young, so they will have some kids. And we want decent stewardship. And the reason I want stewardship is you know, it affects this domain size up here as well. So I mean, there's this woman here. She's a dwarf. I don't know why I find that funny. It's not funny, is it really? So there's this one here. Temperate, patient, brave, slightly arbitrary, but she is Midas touched. She's quite young. I reckon she could possibly give us some better traits, particularly her martial one. She hasn't got. I think to me she's like the best because she doesn't seem to be a complete disaster. So let's go with her that we want. So we'll go with that one. The other one, we had another son as well. Him, fat boy. We probably need to be careful who we marry him to as well, because he might end up being our guy. I'll unpause it briefly. She's a lunatic. So that's the one we've just. Okay, so she's just got married, so she should be off the list. So the question now is whether I change. I think I probably should, shouldn't I? I should change my election over to that other brother, even though that's going to piss off my younger son. Let's have a quick look at this guy here. Ooh. Charitable, temperate, diligent, kind, humble. She's only. What about that one? She's quite good. Let's do a betrothal. Right, so Duke. He died a natural death. So we need a new chancellor. So that'll have to be the bishop. So let's quickly do that. We were fabricating claims down in there. Now I've realised one. Well, let's fabricate claims there actually, and the reason I'm saying that is I kind of missed something last time. There's the betrothal. Oh, hang on a minute. What have I just done there? Oh no, she's Catholic. That's okay. Good. The other thing I forgot is I keep going for holy wars. For these, I can try and go for this land because it's owned by him, and I can therefore go for holy war. But the problem is that brings all his mates in. However, if I just have a claim, I can attack it, and it isn't a holy war. So It's something I'd kind of forgotten, so instead of just straight away going for Reggio, I may as well go for his holding there, which of course is on the boundary of mine. Couple of other things while we were looking at this. Our son, who's doing that? Count Aviuda of Ragusa, this guy here, is voting for someone else. But that's what I was going to try and do. I want to change my nominated heir, don't I? Because this is the guy I think has got the better traits. Let's just keep checking to see if that's true. Well, it is, isn't it, really? So this guy's got the better traits. So he's Conon de Salerno. So I'm going to now risk the wrath of one of my sons and change it over to him. And let's see what that does to him. So he still kind of likes us. Well, actually it's saying chosen successor, so maybe actually that's not true. Now we do have unlanded sons, but we know they're going to get married shortly, so we could give them some land, because I think that is giving us a hit on prestige, isn't it? Who's this? Our youngest son has got contraction. Truces expire. Duke, that's him there. Okay, fair enough. So let's go back here. Unlanded sons' titles can be usurped. Yes, we know about that. So we can go there. We can also create a title there, but there's no benefit for us to do. The other thing I'd love to do is get hold of that one, but I can't do that because he's part of that kingdom there. And the other last thing is whether I could just usurp the kingdom, but I can't do that because I haven't got quite enough of the counties. So you know, I wanted to become the king. So that was the one thing. At the same time, let's have a quick look at technology while because I haven't done that for a little while. We moved our thingy bob, our capital over here. So if we just have a quick look at whether I'm focusing on the right ones here. Yeah, we've got cavalry weapons. Can't say I really care, but military fortifications. We go to our traditional poo view here, and as you can see, they're all kind of, to be honest, they're all pretty crappy, aren't they? But the one that's focusing on has got some yellows, so maybe we need to move this now into somewhere where, you know, like that. Let's do heavy armour because everything's that colour. Then if we go down here, look at farming. At the moment we are still doing we're doing town infrastructure at the moment. Farming is yellow. I'm trying to look for what. See, capital is fine. We're doing town infrastructure, which we can see is higher up. Church, farming. I mean, to be honest, I may as well go back to farming. And then the final one, the more important one, which is this, because that's county based. Again, we are going for popular customs, and as you can see, everything is kind of. So popular customs is fine, I think. So that's where we were there. Let's just do this one here. This is our daughter. I'm not so bothered about her, but let's get her educated by someone who, like this guy. He's stressed because I think I get a bonus. I do, and I want the bonuses. So we were going along. So technology, I think I'm kind of happy with. As you can see, we're building our levies back up. Intrigue, there's not a lot going on with intrigue at the moment. I can't choose an ambition and plot. Diplomacy, there's not a lot going on. Religion, we have got our guy over there trying to change over the religion. So he's at the moment on a yeah, trying to convert the populace. So he should stay there, even though I could put him to work on some of these to get our reputation up. I don't know if some of these probably I could give a title to. It's not going to really help too much. So that's kind of where we are there. And then the last thing really now, I think, let's just have a quick look at this. It's got consumption. You have a new heir, yes, died of. Let's have a quick look at what our heir, not our heir, of course he likes this, it was that other one. Right, he's the one that we have, yeah, he's the one that we gave the land to. And we've now unnominated him, but he still likes us because of the long reign, plus he's content, blah 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 blah. So that's quite cool. I'm just wondering if there is anyone I can marry him to, just to make sure. She's possessed, but no. So anyway, what I was now going to look at is the you know, there's not too much happening maybe in this one because I'm sort of sitting about, but I want to basically now concentrate on money, because as you can see we're coining the money in at a rate of knots and we need to start using it. So the question is, and this comes back to one of the things that I've always kind of tried to stick to, oh, for God's sake, apologise, I'll have to go and well no, we'll deal with that in a minute. It's no longer Chancellor, so we'll hit OK and then we'll just pause it. So the thing I want to do is always keep my strength in a kind of group. So I have a group of holdings that I'm going to always basically keep hold of, and I'm going to build on without going too mental on some of the other ones, particularly if I end up giving them away as duchies and things like that. So this one in Salerno is definitely one I want to keep hold of. These ones as well, and particularly Lecce, because that's been built on hugely, and probably Barre as well. So what I want to do is I want to build probably more in there. Also Apulia is getting built as well. So really I need to build these two up, I think, because I'm not getting let's have a quick look. I'm not going to be getting as much money from some of these, whereas these have already been built up. So I want to build these up, and I'm thinking what I might do is actually go to here and have some more holdings, i.e. like one of these, because I don't usually do this, but I think maybe I should do it. You saw particularly over here the impact of having that. You get some, you know, pretty cool levies here of these with these cities. So I was trying to work out which one to have. Do I want to build another, you know, castle, or do I want to build a city? So Capua I think is a good example of the one. Let's have a quick look at what at the moment I can raise 343 levy from that, whereas if I'm here, admittedly there is a lot of stuff built on it, I can actually get why can we only get 144? We can currently raise 144. Doesn't make any sense though, does it? Because it says we can have 53. Well, I was trying to work out which ones I kind of wanted. Currently, oh, that's because his levies are being rebuilt, I think. Is that why? What about that one? Oh, we can't do anything because they're loyal to the Pope. But what I'm trying to work out is I need to build up these ones here, so I need to keep this going. So let's do that one, Castle Keep, and also here because I want to get these to catch up. So that's Castle Keep. But then the next question is, do I want to start expanding these? You know, I don't want to keep going on with all more of these. But as you can see, it does get me a levy, 900 and whatever, and it does get me good income. So I'm thinking I want to set up a new one. Now, do I want to do it as that, or do I want to do it as that, as a city? So that does get me 836. That one only gets me 274, even though it's almost the same amount as built. And why does it only get us that? Well, I guess that's because his opinion isn't too hot, is it? So I'm kind of farting about, really. If I build another holding, like another barony, then I guess I can, if I can get my domain size up, then I can keep that holding. That's, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. I can keep that holding, whereas if I build a city, I'll have to give it away. So I have no idea what to do. So I've decided to basically build another castle there, and I will then give that to myself or to my son, I think, is the way I'm going to go forward with that. Now, that's probably a stupid thing to do, but the basic rule I think I'm going to do just going forward is make improvements there in my own county capitals for that one and for that one, Whereas these, which have already had good improvements, I'm going to then just increase the holdings by building extra ones of these baronies. Now it could be that you should do the city. People might be screaming this, going, "No, you should do the fucking city, you idiot!" But I'm going to try the barony first, just because I might see if I can own them all myself. And then finally, so you've got Apulia is a similar kind of thing, where it's almost built up. So that's the strategy going forward, because I've been a bit lax with the old money side of things, but I've still got 970 odd, 981. So I think maybe should I take a risk? I'm either going to take a risk and start building another holding. Oh, I can't there actually. Apulia's maxed out. So I can probably only do another one there. I was just wondering whether I should also do one there for the laughter of it. But then I'm using all my cash. But my cash is flying in. So let's leave it for a bit and see what turns up. In the meantime, we have our Chancellor kicked the bucket. So now we'll have the Mayor of Capri. He can fabricate flames in there, because we want him down there. Which means we need a new Guardian for our son. Who's also not, well, he's content. I don't know why content is so bad actually. That's nice, yeah. So we just need to dish this out to someone else. We're going to do it by rank. See if I can get some decent. He's not very good, is he? He's alright. Mayor of, yeah, we'll do it to him because we get an extra 20%. So if we come back, we're doing okay there. So, nothing's really going on. But this is, I think, I needed to do this because I have been just invading, and that was not too hot and too clever. So the next thing I want to look at is whether I should actually change my succession laws, because I'm doing all this elective rubbish, but that's good, but it's going to start to get out of hand at some point. The problem is we're part of the Kingdom of Sicily, and therefore we have all this sort of, there's the Kingdom of Sicily there. So the crown law for the Kingdom of Sicily needs to be higher for me to be able to do that. That doesn't make sense actually to me. Why does that? So I can go back down to Gatherkin, but if I want seniority, I've got all of those things have been met and are good, except so it has to be, the crown law has to be high crown or absolute crown to allow that to happen, which is all a bit confusing as to why. So could I actually could I actually come along and could I vote for that? Could I actually try and get that law up? Maybe not. Betrothed can marry. Yes, yes, yes. I'm not concerned. Yes, we'll take that. Oh, so what the hell was I doing then? Boring myself is what I was doing then, I think. So anyway, yes, I want to change this law, but I can't because I'm part of that kingdom. It won't let me do it. So anyway, we have now got married, regular marriage. Our daughter-in-law is there. Sorry, our son's got married. In the meantime, something's going on here. Oh no, go down here. Sorry, what's going on here? Ooh, Croatia are claiming Sicily. That's quite interesting. You're claiming. Oh God, look at you. Hey, Ragusa has turned, has now become Catholic, which gets rid of the different religion. Yes, there it is. That's pretty good. So So I might buy, got some extra vassals in the intervening time. So, oh, sorry. Let me do this now. Let's get this guy. We don't need to worry about religion, I think, anymore. Let's just go back. All of our territories are our own religion. Our own religion. I wonder if I can. Can I send him off to do it somewhere else, like there? No. So now what I want to do is just do the standard one and get him. Let's go over here, which is Barry. So we'll send him over to Barry to improve relations. Which is there. In the meantime then, Croatia, with our beautiful, look at that, all the sex appeal of a road accident. She is Queen of Croatia, and she is, now here, strong claim. So this is one of these new things. Strong claims. There's also such a thing as weak claims, but I don't know where that is. So our son, who's our heir, has now had a daughter, which is not maybe the best, but that's okay, keeps it all going. But in the meantime, we have the Croatian lady. She is trying to go for Sicily. We can't declare war because we don't have a casus belli. I wonder if I can come to the aid of her. Can I come to the aid? I swear, fealty. Yeah. No. How's that war going? I doubt it's going too hot, is it? So she's going for the whole of Sicily. That'd be good if we could try and arrange a marriage. Oh. Let's do that actually, because we are rich for the moment. Let's do it. What I was just thinking is whether we could arrange a marriage. She's not married. No. With our son. That's kind of what I was wondering. But that's probably not going to go too well, is it? So we won't do that. So we've got minimal city taxation, which is going to dump that down. Old war. Yep. And that should kind of give a. Oh, that won't give a boost. Oh, it's given a slight boost there. But what's it done to the money? It's dumped it down by a bit, but that's alright. We're still going along nicely. So in the meantime, see, let's start building some more here because we own that. So let's go for Castle Dojon, and over here, shut up. Let's do that there as well, Castle Dojon. And we know that Apulia is there. We know that is there. That is there. Blah, blah. And we have 11. That's going to be finished soon. So we'll have another holding. So what I will do when that holding comes in, I think. Oh, is that our wife has died? Her wife's died. Oh, that's a shame. Which is so that's screwed up a good few things. So we'll pause. So the first thing I need to do is find another wife, and this is the one. Look at that, perfect. Look at her, a bit deceitful, temperate. She's the one though. I need the come on. So we'll have her. Let's unpause, because hopefully her stewardship numbers should put me back. Might even lob me over it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Well, we don't need the prestige, so we'll have the money. And there we are, we're on back again. So it wasn't so good. Let's anyway carry on here, which is the spy master. We don't have great spy masters left. The new Duchess of Salerno. She doesn't like us. Why does she not like our slothful? But you can be our spy master. So you will like us a bit more now. Any better chances around? No. Marshals? No. So yeah, we have our daughter needs to be Educated as well, of course. She's got loads of decent traits, so she can do it. Yeah. So that was exciting, wasn't it? We've hit the third. So basically, where are we? Oh, money just keeps going up and up and up and up and up. Let's have a look here. Of course, I don't own any of those, do I? So I'm about to get. Where's this new holding? That one. August 77. So what I was thinking of, I need to get rid of something. I'm thinking I'm going to get rid of that one, that barony of St. Umor. Because let's be strictly honest, do I really give a flying toss about it? Actually, where is it? Where is the barony of something? Is that it? Does this to me every time. Barony of... Oh, it's only a barony, so... yeah, there it is. So it's not bringing me much money, is it? It's bringing me 6. Versus these ones, which... I mean, to be honest, they're not bringing me jack either, are they? Why is that only bringing me 4? Oh, because I haven't really been doing any upgrading there, have I? Yeah, so Salerno it's a long way away. I don't know the benefit of it. I'm trying to work out whether there's any benefit. I don't think there is. So what I might do is just give that away to someone. And I've got another son. Okay, and then I can then take the new one on and use that levy, I think. So let's get him married. Let's have a look for alliances, maybe. Because I'm about to end this part, so what am I going to do alliance-wise? Should I have a look here, see if they've got any? No, about Croatia, even though she's... No, she's married. And the Byzantines? You got anyone? Nah. Oh, heir to the Duchy of Benevento. That's there, isn't it? Isn't it? It is there. What about if we tried to betroth her with our son? Nah, why not? Matrilineal. No, that's not really going to be of much use to me, is it? Is that going to be any use? No. So let's just have a quick look at the Holy Roman. Ooh, she's fit. Hello. Hello to you too. What about her? Oh no, she's married. Children, 18. Spouse. I'm not trying to marry a bloke to a bloke, that's not going to work, is it? Not yet, anyway, not in this game. So, I can't, well, there isn't really anyone, is there? So let's just go back to my son. I'm only going to persevere with this just because, let's have a quick look. See, he's frigging good as well, actually, 19. So let's see if we can get decent kids out of him. So I'm not going to go for alliances. I'd never go for alliances, and I really should, shouldn't I? But I'm not going to. I'm going to go for something statty wise. No, I don't want a dwarf. Before ugly. Yeah. That you. You're depressed. Temperate, brave, wrath, charitable, gregarious. Why are you depressed? Life has lost luster. Yeah, we'll have you then. Right. Pause, pause, pause. That is my new... Is that my new... My beautiful, spanking new holding. Here. Yes, there we are. Which means I can start spending money to upgrade that. Which I will do. Castle Dojon. But I'm over my domain limit, which means I'm going to have to get rid of my little barony up there, and I'm going to give that to one of my sons. Why don't I do that? They're already married. I wonder if I can do that. Grant landed title. It might not be landed. Tomorrow. There we go. Me. We have one unlanded, or two unlanded. One title can be used. One child likes a guardian. So who's that? Our daughter. Let's educate her. We'll use the Count of Raguso because that will get our opinion up. And that, I think, let's have a look here. Celestial Barony Castle has finished construction of Barry. Baron of blah noble customs, blah wants to get married, has become Baron. So we have now increased even more. And we've got our holdings up and we have more money. Let's just see what else we want to be doing then, because we do have. So Taranto we're going to keep building on. So Lecce was the next one. Lecce. Do I want to do that one as well? Use some money, get that one going, build a castle there. Because this is where I want to be. I want to build all this area up, the holdings up, and then I want to, and I can use that then to hopefully push south with my increased levies and wealth. That's kind of the rationale for doing it. If I were to have my, I need to get rid of some of these holdings possibly. Well, let's think about that for the next one. The game is paused, so let's stick here. So nothing happened. That's a more strategic one, but that's a strange thing for me to do at the moment because I don't tend to do strategy. So the question really is, what the hell's Croatia up to? Why are they going down there? And that's quite kind of interesting. Whether we want to carry on pushing that, I'm not sure if we do. The ultimate aim, I think, would be try and become the king of Sicily, because then we can, I think, change the laws and get our succession changed. So that's where we are. That's about 30 odd minutes, 35 minutes, something like that. So I'm going to pause here, and then next time we will start having a look at the new patch and what that did, and whether we should start going for some wars. So sorry, not a lot happened there, although it was more strategic. Cheers.